Hi guys, it's Nelly. Just so you know, if the lighting's weird, it's literally my phone, but we're gonna ignore that. Today I want to talk about my life goals, my plan. I am kind of making this up as I go. That's how all plans work, to be honest. But I realized yesterday, after I had the first day of my newest job, that was just like, I don't know, it just showed up out of nowhere when I least expected it, and I was surprised. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was really grateful for that opportunity. And I kind of reflected back on like that was a goal of mine. My goal was to get a good paying job and to get a job. And at one point it just became trying to get a job in general. And I felt like I was doing nothing, but I was also like doing what I could. It was just the weirdest in between. If you're like a type A personality, like you'll do everything you can with what you have, and still you'll feel like you're doing nothing. But I have these goals in life. It just literally, like, I'm so special. I have goals in life, and I honestly realized yesterday that I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know how I'm going to get there, or what even like some of the micro steps that I have to take. I know I'm on the path. I know I'm there. And I know like my next 5 steps, but beyond that, I'm aware of certain things that I could implement and certain things that I could do. But then past it, I'm like, okay, well, but how is that gonna help? Like, I'm figuring it out as I go, okay? And it's just like everything. Like, you want to lose 5 pounds, so you make a goal, you do little micro steps every single day until you lose 5 pounds. Same thing with like gaining muscle. It's a whole thing. And I don't know. This year was really rough. It was a really tough year. And I'm bouncing from place to place because that's what my year was. It was just insane. I broke up with someone who like I'm 19 years old. I felt like it was love. And that was really hard. And I broke up with that person 2 times this year. And they just like marked really big placements in my year. I decided to go on an unconventional path. Oh, and my dog came in. Of going to a sister school and doing this agreement where you go to a sister school in a city that's different from like the main university, and you go study, and then you uphold, certain parts of your contract. And then if you do that correctly, like keep a good GPA, take certain classes, stay in line, everything like that, then you can go to the big university. So that's exactly what I did. I went to a city that I was completely foreign to. I had never been there in my life. I didn't even know that part of my state existed. So that was a little insane. And I made some really good memories, and I also made some really, really weird memories. I'm not gonna say they're bad because all of them taught me something, and all of them at face value left me sad, depressed, alone, isolated, scared, anxious. But at the same time, they helped me gain a sense of everything. I can't even pinpoint what sense of what, because I gained everything. My mom, she came to pick me up at the end of the year because we couldn't really afford for me to travel back and forth except for like major holidays. So I was like 9 hours away from home. I didn't have any family. I don't have any family. It's just me and my mom and my uncles. But like it's just me and my mom. So I was like pretty much alone. I don't drive. I can't afford a car right now. I don't have the means for a car. That's one of the goals. I need to get a car. And all I was like, I'm determined to go to this big university. I'm determined to make my way there. I'm determined to do what I have to do here, gain what I have to gain here, and go straight into environmental science, environmental law. So I studied hard for that. I took classes that were also unconventional in this like program that I'm doing, and I ended up, I'm gonna cry. I ended up graduating that year. Well, I say graduating, but it's just like ending this freshman year off on the dean's list with a 3.8 GPA. And that's like, for me, that's like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that really is expected of me. But I faced a lot this year, and that was just insane. And I literally broke up basically with the love of my life on that finals week. And I went to go take those finals, and I ended up getting like really good grades. And I just didn't think I would get to that point, but every single day I didn't look at the end goal. I kind of like, I don't know, I took each step the way I was supposed to take it, and I was like, just get through today. Okay, and then tomorrow would come, and then I would be like, okay, get through tomorrow, or today, and I would just keep saying that. And even with my fitness goals, I would be like, okay, I know you're tired, Nelly, you know you've been studying for a long time, but like, you know you want this goal, so do it, go and do it. And so every single day I would wake up, I would go to the gym, I would go to school, and I would feel alone, anxious, isolated, scared, like I said, and I would study hard, and I would focus, and yes, I would get on my, there were weeks when I just didn't feel like doing anything, and it would go really easy at the gym, and my study sessions just weren't the best. And I just felt like a failure, and I was like, I'm not doing enough. And I would look at, like, I guess now, whenever I got my grades back and I got everything back, it was like, oh my God, like, it didn't matter, even, because the point is, like, every day I was doing something. I was doing something to get to the point that I wanted to. My first goal of that year, this year, was to end that school year off, to basically guarantee my placement in this big university, and I did it. And then I broke up with the love of my life, and that was insane. And I know I'm 19, and it's like not the love of your life, blah blah blah. Like, I know there's other things, but like that also sucked. And I also went through the most heartbreak I think I've ever felt in my 19 years of living, and that was insane. And I'm in between moving, like my mom is moving homes, so we have to move like my stuff in my room, that's why my room looks like that, and then I'm also in between moving to an apartment, literally an apartment, so that in the city with the big school, and I'm just like, oh my God, like it's all happening. The place is already mine, I already have roommates, like it's just a whole thing. And this summer I was like, oh my God, I need a job, I need to save up to make money for my rent, I need to do this. There's so many things happening in our world right now. I'm also planning to minor in political science. That's a big goal of mine too, and it's been really hard, and I'm just taking everything one day at a time and keeping myself updated, and I'm making sure to educate and spread awareness and do what I can and play my part in the world right now. And it was just like, it's just like everything has just been so, and it's not like I'm not getting there, but it's just a whole thing. So yeah, and then I got contacted for a job. I went to the job, and yesterday I had my first day. It was a 6-hour shift, and I got back and I was like, wow, I made these goals, but I have even bigger goals. Like now, like before then it was like, okay, well, no, I have like 5 goals I have to make first. And now it's like, oh my God, the rest of my final goals for right now that I was looking forward to literally a year and a half, they're here. Like, I have to start work. The steps that I do from now on are now only towards those goals. They're no longer towards the other ones too. And that's where I feel so lost, because those goals were like, they seemed impossible, and now like these ones are like, I can do it. But it's just everything. And I just realized how lost I am, and I know other people feel lost, and I know other people, they want to do something with their life and they want to make something happen. And I'm like, I get this is kind of cringy too, but I'm just like, guys, like, you can do it. Just like get up every day and do a little bit of something. And today was a really good day, and my body naturally woke me up at 7 a.m. Hadn't had that in a while. I kind of got inspired to lose a little bit of fat and gain a little bit more muscle, because I don't know, I just I wanted to enjoy life. And sometimes you don't have to focus on your body, and that's what I did. But I realized, like, for my own health, I want to start gaining more muscle, because I did take a break from all of that, because I was just like, oh my god, like I feel lost, like I can't even think about that right now, even though I'm doing nothing all day. Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. Give me 2 seconds. Anyways, so I don't know, I've been doing nothing for the past few weeks. It's now June 2nd, and you know, there's 3 months left of summer, and it's just like a whole thing. Yeah, but you know, I have plans to continue making straight A's, to get on the dean's list again this year, to, you know, start this new fitness journey, and to get closer with myself and be more comfortable with being single and being kinder to people around me, instead of just like letting my emotions go just everywhere. And, you know, take everything one day at a time. It's just a whole thing. Like, I woke up at 7 a.m. I decided, like, I want to start this journey. I went on a run. I got new shoes a few days ago. That was nice. The On Cloud Monsters, if you like running. And I went on this, like, nice run, jog. I did some, like, stretching. Tonight, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to focus on, you know, arms. It's arm day. And then, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of today. It's literally, like, it's 1:27. And I'm also feeling kind of friendless. There's not a lot of people I'm vibing with right now. And I just feel like I'm stuck in this, like, in-between. And it's just so much. It's just so much. And I'm just, like, I can't wait. This was supposed to be me talking about my plan to get to the end goal, but, like, it turned into something different. So I'm still gonna post this. If anyone needs it, like, just take everything one day at a time, because you never know how much you're going to gain from that. Like, you have the end goal set in mind that each of those steps are going to get to, but most of the time it's like, it's so much better than that. It's so much better than what you can imagine. And if you're feeling lost, just, like, seriously, like, ask yourself, like, what can I do today? I'm washing my bed sheets because I have just felt, like I said, lost, and so I went to go wash those. And I'm probably gonna go walk my dog, and I may make a matcha and maybe some oatmeal for lunch, because I just saw a really good oatmeal bowl and it's, like, really intriguing. So yeah, you're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And I know this is a lot to throw out there, but I literally, this time last year, I was living in a hotel with my mom, and we couldn't really afford anything. And so it's really nice to see where I'm at right now, because then I didn't know where it would be, and I didn't know how anything would turn out. And now I'm focusing on moving into my apartment for this big university, and I'm crying because I'm just really grateful. So literally start today. If you want to eat healthier, literally just eat a little bit of a healthy meal. Just add a little bit, like, of veggies or fruit. If you want to go on a run and you can't run, just start walking. Start walking for literally 5 minutes outside every single day. If you can't afford, you know, running or walking shoes, you know, maybe look into starting a business with the ingredients for baking cookies that you can find at the dollar store, and do the best that you can with dollar store cookie ingredients and just start selling them. And, you know, if you want to get focused on your hygiene, just start with brushing your teeth and brushing your hair and putting products in your hair. And if you want to learn how to paint, just start drawing, start putting your heart out on that thing, because maybe one day you'll have a full-fledged cookie business and you'll be a crumble cookie owner or something. Like, maybe it turns into another crumble. Maybe one day you literally become this generation's next Picasso. And, you know, maybe you just run an ultra marathon. That's what walking for 5 minutes a day took you to. You literally never know. You never know. And halfway through those journeys, or like at the very beginning of those journeys, like you're in this in-between, and you know you're transitioning into just this new, and you're scared and you're lost, and you're like, should I even continue? Like, is this even doing anything? And I guarantee you, even if you're just doing one thing every single day, just a little bit, like, you will get there. And it's gonna suck, and it's gonna take time. It may take years, but you're gonna get there. So, give me a hug. Yeah. Yeah. Have a great day.